Okay, good morning, everyone. And as usual, I start with I hope that you are well and safe, and you are studying your material, and you are doing your assignments. I saw that only 11 out of 18 students did the assignment on ARM instruction set. Now, I know it's simple. You just go here and there. You learn this, you put it in your paper, what this is, what is that. And when I ask you a question, guys, in the exam, if it's like one-on-one, as I said, chatting for 10 minutes to assess your knowledge, I might ask you something about your specific paper, and you should be able to answer within 10, 15 seconds. مش أكتر من هيك, guys. It's just a definition thing. Do you know this? Do you know that? Before we go into recording, يعني, I was saying that I can ask you about, for example, cycle stealing. If you know cycle stealing, it should not take you more than 10 seconds to explain to me. So the assignments that you are doing, guys, are vital, not only for the assignment grade, but also they are part of my exam. I might not come back and tell you that you got مثلا 8 out of 10 on your paper. You don't get 8 out of 10, guys. Paper خلاص. You chose to, unless you are out of line, you didn't know what the paper is all about. I ask you about instruction set and you go and you tell me about register or opposite. No, مش حدا رح يعمل هالغلطة. هلا how extensive you go will not affect your grade. بس كمان you cannot be short, 2 words or 1 page and that's it. No. So I gave you an example of the instruction set for Pentium machines. So you might follow the same lead and tell me. I just gave also another example like AR register in for current assignment. AR address register. Address for what, guys? So this is what you have to look into and give definitions for and understand. Now, for those who might say that I don't read the papers, and you are mistaken, my friends. You are mistaken, because how can I ask you questions, whether it's common to all of you, one question that all of you talked about, or how can I ask you a question on your paper only if I don't read the paper? ما بيصير يعني. بس I don't give you grade per one, because I tell you the truth, guys. I use these papers like a curve, something. At the end of the semester, I go through all of them and say, okay, papers will be like, and all assignments will be like 13 out of 15 for student X. 10 for, يعني I grade all of them as one-time grading, and you can ask me, what was the grade on my assignments? I can tell you. Okay. So now that you know this, please don't miss doing your assignments. They are 15% out of the grades, plus the questions that I ask you about. Whether it's in-person exam, I ask you questions, and whether it's in assessment thing, then كمان it has grades. لأنه I ask you grades, questions about your papers. Please do your assignments, and bottom line كمان you learn. يعني نحن هلا مش بس for the grade, we are in the course also to learn. Having said that, now let's start with our lecture today, and we continue with the chapter 12. I have it ready. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. So this is where we left the other day. If you see me not recording, if you see me not sharing screen, please, as usual, let me know. This was one of the examples. No, this was one of the slides that we didn't go through the other day. We went through 2 previous ones. I don't recall, but for this one, guys, can you number this one for me now? Remember, we were numbering flows. So if an interrupt happens at the end of the cycle, there is an interrupt cycle. Somebody interrupt the CPU. What is the flow then? Okay, I can ask you such a question, guys, in the assessment, whether it's in the exam, in-person exam, I can give you an image like this and I say number them. And also I can do this in verbal assessment or one-on-one online assessment, and then I say number them. This one I give you مثلا 15 seconds to number or 20 seconds لأنه you don't have enough time, but maybe you take the image and you give it to ChatGPT and it will number it for you. So it has to be active, يعني directly you tell me the answer. And for me to answer this, guys, an interrupt happens, so context switch is taking place. What is the first thing we do when we do context switch, guys? We save the content of the registers of the current process into a memory location that the operating system decides on. In here, we don't have set of registers to worry about. We have only the PC, which is we care about. There are other registers, guys. We have to copy them into the memory location to continue with the process that we are interrupting. But here, since we have only one, so this is the one that we want. So if I go and annotate, remember you can interrupt me at any time and ask me questions. Where is the pen? Yes, the pen is here. So this is one, guys. This is number one. Content of PC is taking to MBR. Why? Because I want to save it in some location. Where is that location? We don't know. The control unit knows where is that location in memory. So it will put the address in MAR. So this is one also. They go in parallel. 1 and 1. Now, in MBR, I have a memory address of the program PC that I'm running now, and I have where I want to store it. Now, both of them will go, so this is 2, and this is 2, and will go and be stored in memory. Okay? Wait a minute, what did I click here? And they go and they are stored in memory somehow, somewhere. I was able to save the PC. Now for every other register, guys, I have to do the same. Now what? Now it doesn't have to do with the process that interrupts the current execution of the CPU. It's the interrupt handler, you know. Now the operating system has to tell what kind of interrupt I have. So what do we do now? The interrupt handler starting routine in the memory. The address is known by the control unit. Is placed in MAR. So this is 2. It was 1. No, oh, this is a 3 now. 3. This is what? Let me point this. And let me write here. حتى ما أكتب بإيدي. On interrupt handler routine. It's put where in MAR. It's put in PC. ام بي سي اند ام اي ار، يعني اثنيناتهم لازم يكونوا هون. هيدا كمان 3 جاد، كمان هيدا 3. ليش؟ لانه the interrupt handler routine is a program, so you have to put that address in PC and that address in MAR. Then we start fetch, decode, execute, fetch, decode, execute, fetch, decode, execute. So let me go back here and say this is 3 also. And both of them, guys, this and this are true. The interrupt handler routine address. Interrupt routine address in memory. Then what will happen after that? This is a very specific question. CPU will start fetch, decode, execute. From where? Not from a user program, from an operating system program, the interrupt handler routine. So then it will tell what kind of interrupt it is, and then it will load that process in and blah, 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 blah. Are we okay? Any questions on this? You should be able to do this for anything else I ask you, especially if the instruction was done in one human machine. يعني انت كاتب فيها program مشان هيك اعمل لك go ahead and go back and write that program. Okay. Any questions on this? No? Okay, great. So let me clear the drawings. Let me close this. And then if we go down, fetching, we know, fetch, decode, execute, we have seen a lot. Improve performance, hon. Stages, and this is what I'm gonna concentrate on now, guys. Okay. Let me go back to annotate. And let me, okay. Let me go into a screen that is مش هالقد معجقة، هيدي كتير معجقة هون. No, this one is good. Pipelining, yeah, I'll do it here. So here, guys, I have the following program. Load, I'm not gonna write, يلا, load, load, M of 20, add M of 21. Okay, let's talk only about these two. When we say we have 5 stages or 6 stages instruction set, we will wait, execution cycle. Let's take only 3, guys. Let's do with 3 as a first sample example. Let's say we have fetch, decode, okay. Decode and execute. 3 cycles only. I'm gonna call this instruction 1. I'm gonna call this instruction 2. This is only terminology, guys, to be able to explain the material. So fetch what? Fetch instruction 2. Yes. Now, we want to know what kind of instruction that is. So what is that? Fetch instruction 2, decode instruction 2. I'm decoding that. And then I know that it's a load, so the CPU will go at memory location 20, fetch that number and put it in AC, suppose. Usually it is that way. And then execute you guys instruction 2. Now what happens? Another 3 cycles, مظبوط ولا لا? So always fetch, decode, execute. fetch وديكود حطيتهم حد بعضهم guys بس لأنه ما معي space كتير. So this is made a mistake. Fetch instruction 1, decode instruction 1. ما بعرف ليش بلشت بال2 يعني شو طلع براسي ما بعرف. هلا هون we prefer to go one line بس for how they look like, even though we can go like this. But when we finish this, it's like we are starting now. Fetch instruction 2. Fetch instruction 2, decode instruction 2, and execute instruction 2. Excellent, guys, excellent. How many cycles it took us to execute those 2 instructions? We needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 instructions. 6 cycles, عفوا. 6 cycles. Great. Now, if I go down a little bit and show you this, guys, these are 6 cycles instruction set. So it's divided into, you might not be able to read this لأنه line is very ما عم يكبر. escape ما عم يكبر. So خلاص طيب خلاص perfect. You can read this on your notes later on when you are studying the recording. If you can see my screen now, fetch instruction, decode the instruction, compute operand, guys. Fetch operand. What are these for, guys? Why they are legitimate? لأنه you might have any type of addressing mode. Any type of addressing mode. What I was doing here, guys, I was doing memory direct. So get from memory. This could be indirect memory 20. I'm reminding you of addressing modes. So here, what we saw is calculate operand, fetch operand. And this can be a loop, huh? بس هلا عم ياخذ بس 2 cycles وبكفي. And then execute the instruction and write back. Write the word. Write back. WO. Write the word. Write back. Write to opcode. Whatever you want to call them. Different literature name them differently. Do you understand the stages that a cycle, different stages or cycles? Yes, we can call them stages. Different cycles that an instruction can go through. لا. Let me insist that calling it stages, guys. لأنه هلا we will learn that stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, they might not take the same cycle size or cycle duration. ليك كيف غيرت رأيي؟ هلا هن they can be put one-to-one relation, but no, more accurate is these are the stages, guys. This is a stage, this is a stage, this is a stage, this is a stage. Now, here we are assuming that each stage is taking one cycle. This is the time. One cycle, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle. So this is why I started saying that cycle and stages. But if I want to be accurate, we will change this in a minute when we start seeing problems with prefetching. Okay. What is happening here? Look, I still have here. I waited until instruction 1 finished. Then I started fetching instruction 2. هذه instruction 2 صح؟ مبين هي مثل 1, guys. If I want to fix that, just to make it look exactly 2, انتوا بتعرفوا recording I said 2, so this is 2. And instruction 2, decoding and instruction 2. You can look here better. طيب, why did I wait all the way until I finished one instruction to start another instruction? Because we saw that in those instruction cycle drawings, I think it was here. Let me go back and go back. وين كان هي. You see, this is one instruction execution. So once we finish this, then we start going into the second instruction and execute. This is what we learned about instruction sets. Now, something else is happening. And, improved performance. Why should I, look at it here, guys. Why should I wait until the whole instruction finish in order to fetch the second instruction? Why don't I have in my CPU an instruction that is responsible for fetching from the memory, fetching the next instruction, while the ALU is doing its addition and multiplication, for example? You know, there are different stages. There are different stages. So when I'm decoding happens at the second stage, guys, here. Second stage here. while I'm decoding the instruction inside the CPU, why can't I fetch another instruction or the next instruction if I need another instruction? So they are going in parallel. In parallel. Improvement. Great marginal improvement in computer speed without adding more RAM or having a faster CPU. No, no, no. It's the CPU design, the software that makes it faster. In here, I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to execute the 2 instructions in my program. If I write them in this, guys, then they will be, look, if I cut them into more stages, they will be fetch instruction 1, decode instruction 1, calculate operand of instruction 1, fetch operand of instruction 1, and then here I start, guys, here. Forget this, guys, forget this example. Forget this example. Then I do fetch instruction 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages, and I will finish the load M20 and add M21. So how many stages it took? It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Obvious. كل واحدة عم تاخد 6. هيهون. Each one of them is taking 6. هون 3 stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. هون يكون stages أقل من 6 stages. So if I use this without improvement, then each instruction is taking that many cycles, if a cycle is a stage, and then you multiply by 2 and you get the result. Okay. Now comes the improvement. I'm not gonna wait till cycle 7 to fetch instruction 2. No. Now I'm gonna do this, guys, this example. So I'm not doing this with the improvement. While I am decoding instruction 1, I will fetch instruction 2. Fetch instruction 2. They have nothing to do with each other. Why? Because my CPU is equipped with a prefetch instruction device that while the CPU is decoding, يعني خاصة decoding has nothing to do with this fetch unit. This fetch unit will go into the RAM and get the instruction 2. So they work in parallel in the same stage. While CPU is executing is using the ALU, arithmetic and logic unit. What does it have to do with decoding? Nothing. So why not in parallel? I will decode here instruction 2. Decode instruction 2. And finally, I go out of this and I say here, execute instruction 2. So how many stages or how many cycles it took? 1, 2, both of these in parallel. 3, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It took 4. In the previous one, no prefetching, no pipelining took place. Then took 6. So in 2 instruction, guys, I saved 2 cycles. Imagine how much you can save when it's millions of instructions in a program. Please say something, do something, chat something, tell me that, yeah, it's easy. Thank you, Agop. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Let me see others if yeah. Come in, Betty. Thank you, my friend. You don't know how much that helps me, guys, to keep going. طيب. How many instructions I have here? 9 instructions. 9 instructions. And 6 stages. With no improvement, guys. With no improvement. How long it was supposed to take? 9 times 6. يعني بدل ما يبلشوا 9 times 6. No pipelining. 9 instruction. Each one is times 6. 54 cycles. How much it took here? It took 14. You see? With pipelining, it took 14. It took 14. Look how they go. Wow. From 54 to 40. This is major improvement. You like that? Your computer is like in 9 instruction, it's maybe 3 times faster. 3 times 14 حوالي يعني إذا مش أكتر كمان 4 times ما بعرف. This is great. At what expense, guys? My CPU is having prefetch unit and decode unit is there anyways. And CPU now. Wait a minute. هلا هون بتقول لي أنت I am executing. Look, execute. They don't go together. مش هيك؟ يعني when I'm executing. Now this can make it faster when we see parallel control units. And parallel ALU, لا control method, parallel ALUs or serial ALU كمان, it makes it more faster. Let's concentrate here. طيب, if we understand this, who's going to tell me what can make this not that nice or not that perfect? It's not that perfect, guys. Why this could be not that perfect? What can happen that these 9 instructions, they might flow that way. They might. What could happen that might cause them not to be that perfect? Yalla. Any? Okay. I answered that question. Let me clear the screen. لأنه صارت كتير معجقة. Clear all drawings. And let me go to the previous one. The previous one can, let me see, can it, يلا ثواني. Okay. So I go back here and yeah, I draw. Okay. Guys, one problem is when we have a jump. So load register 1. We don't know that. Load memory of 20. تعرف شو حتى ما نضلنا. اوكي. نم 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 jump. Jump on 0 to a certain location. This is instruction. I'm gonna call them I1, 2, مش instruction 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump to 4. Jump to, this is 5. Jump to 5. Now here I'm gonna say add register 2, and so on and so forth. Let's start doing our pipeline. نعملها كم ستيج جايز؟ نعملها 3 ستيج بس and then you know what's happening with the other. مثل ما بلشت بالاول 3 stage. fetch 1 يعني fetch 1 guys يعني fetch instruction 1. I called it 1. decode 1. decode 1. Now we are doing with improvement لأنه if it's not with improvement it's normal. decode instruction 1. fetch execute while I'm doing decode 1 I can fetch 2. So this goes in parallel. Fetch in 2. Fetch 2. Great. And now here, what am I doing, guys? Execute 1. This should continue, يعني. Execute 1. And this is decode 1. Oh, wait a minute. Bala, decode 1. Decode 1. Okay, when I'm doing execute 1.
Decode 2, huh?
2. Thank you. Yeah, 2. Yeah. And this is decode 2. Now, while I'm doing execute 1 and decode 2, the prefetch unit is free, so I can do fetch 3. صح ولا لا؟ صح. Now comes to execute 2. Execute 2. Yes. Now, decode 2, decode 3. If not making mistakes. While I'm decoding 3, this is the problem, guys. This is where the problem happens, guys. D3. I am decoding D3. I fetch what? Fetch for F4. صح ولا لا؟ F4. هون I execute. D3. I execute 3. What's wrong now, guys? What's wrong? Here, fetch 4 I can do. هيدي fetch 4 بدي أعلمها منيح بس لتبين إنه fetch 4. According to what I'm doing now, I decode 4. صح ولا لا؟ decode 4. هلا هون المشكلة guys. المشكلة إنه jump on 0. هيدي from previous lecture, guys. What am I checking if jump on 0? What am I checking if jump on 0? هيدي لحالها سؤال on my exam, guys. Jump 0 on 5 from previous lecture. Who's going to tell me how this will execute? Similar to skip on 0. This is jump on 0 يا أخي. Where is the 0? Where did I get 0 from? Why this code? هلا كنا بشي صرنا بشي ها. عن جد I am doing هلا pipelining and I went back into understanding this code and understanding this statement. Can anyone answer this from previous lecture? ما خصها اليوم ما خصها. Anyone want volunteer? No. طيب. This is from previous lecture, guys. Jump on 0. ليش شو بتعمل هيدي الانستركشن؟ It will go and check if the AC what you loaded from memory is 0. مش load M of 20 كانت هون. Load M of 20. Whatever location. Load M20 يعني ال AC now has the content of that. So suppose there is a 0. Suppose in M20 في 0. Now jump on 0 بتروح بتشوف إذا بال AC 0 شو بتعمل؟ It jumps? No. It puts in 0 flag. In 0 flag, you remember those condition codes? It puts in 0 flag a 0 or 1. Yes, it is a 0. يعني true false هي. And then it executes and it finds yes. والله كان في هون 0 flag. Yes. Depending on this checking AC equal to 0. And then it jumps to 5. Okay. Now what happened, guys? What happens? Hey, this, how will it look like now? It will go here, guys. يلا what will I write here مين بده يقول لي هون what will I write here I'm gonna write something guys please tell me what it is I'm not writing anything here notice امبلا كان هون في شيء مش هيك طول بالك شو كنا هون عم نقول decoded 3 fetch 4 decode 4 and decode 4 and ضيعت بيناتهم fetch 4 decode 4 نو خلص هو مزبوط هون خلص مزبوط هون guys هون هلا what will I write here fetch 5 عالديكود 4 عالديكود 4 wait a minute ديكود 4 راحت اوكي خليها هيدي تكون 6 جايز خليها تكون هاي 6 لحتى يبين بعد في عندي 5 وفي عندي 6 مش هيك وهيدي شو go to 6 jump to 6 rather than 5 هلا هون كان فيني اعمل وقت كان بعمل هاي fetch 4 fetch 5 and now this will go away and here I do fetch 6 fetch 6 I will do this in notepad guys I will do this in a text format but I'm sure you can follow look all these instruction decode هون شو اللي صار هون decode 4 fetch 5 and whatever else guys this will have to وين الاكسكيوت صارت هاي وهول كمان هاي كمان وهاي decode 4 وfetch 5 they are not being used ليه؟ لأنه this jump is taken so I am jumping to 6 and I am not executing لا 4 3 ولا 3 حتى هولي ما كان بدي اياهم هلا بنشوف هلا بنكتبها مزبوط جايز حتى هاي 3 ما بدي اياها وال4 ما بدي so whatever I did with 3 and 4 and maybe 5 I don't know they are wasted so I start with fetch 6 ليش because I jumped I did not do this because the jump was taken I'm gonna do something very nice هلا مش يعني clear all drawings I'm gonna stop this for a minute and then see if the here it is guys look this is what I'm trying to tell you I can write the same code guys I can do the same thing for the program that I wrote a minute ago so this instruction one oh excellent nothing not a jump this one is a jump this one is a jump how do I know I know because I am fetching the instruction after this jump is being taken. I'm going to instruction 5 guys I am going to so when I did this execution when I did the execution of this instruction I find out that jump is taken so all these that were done in sequence they are wasted and now I start fetching instruction 5 which was not fetched because I was busy fetching 4 5 6 and so do you want me to write this for our program بتعرف شو let me do it for the program that I did a minute ago بتعرفوا كلكم you remember it مش هيك so yeah let me do it here let me do it here بس with the 3 stages guys with 3 stages. بس مش ما هلا سويتها by pencil. I'm gonna do it through text. شو رايكم؟ So I'm gonna do it as a text, guys. Fetch instruction 1, fetch 1. Then what? Then what? Decode 1. هلا هون بدي بلش اطلع وانزل، ما بعرف اذا بخليني اكتبها كتكست. واكسكيوت 1 3 stages. هلا كابيتال لتر سمول لتر مش مهم. هلا بخليني كفي لتحت جايز، اذا بكتب هلا بينزل لحاله. ناو شو؟ فتش ايه ويت ا مينت. طب سبيس هون، سبيس انتر نو فتش شو؟ فتش بلا فينا اوكي. This is taking too much time. ما عم يمشي سبيس معي، ما بعرف ليش. يعني نو هيدي كثير بشعه هاي جايز، لانه بدي مشي لتحت الدي 1 ما عم يمشي لهون. And if I write it by hand it will look exactly what I did before. Do we go to notepad and do it? Let me see. So I'm gonna escape from this, close the T, delete this one, enter. خلص هلا خلص عم ندى علي ماشي الحال. بعدني عم ساوي بعد كلمين عم ساوي هول جايز. So stop this, close this. Now can I delete this one now? No. طيب خلص هلا I can do clear screen if I yes. بس what am I trying to do? Notepad. I don't want to skip this without understanding. No. This is the turbo assembler we did the other day. No. I want file a new one, new tab. No, this is from my screen. Okay, guys. Fetch 1, instruction 1. Decode 1. When I'm decoding 1, I can fetch 2. Now, when I'm executing 1, guys, I can do show decode 2 and at the same time خلينا بدون تاب يلا يجوا تحت بعض. What can I do? Fetch 3. مظبوط. While I'm doing this I can do what? D2 execute 2. 2 was what? The jump was 2, guys? Yeah, I think the jump was 2. I don't remember the code. Let's try the code again here and make sure that we are right. I'm doing this for this code, guys. Load M of 20 بلا كانت 2 مظبوط. Load M of 20, jump on 0 to 5, add register 1, subtract register 3, whatever. دا دو دي كم صاروا عندي؟ 1 2 3 4 5 6. I changed it to 6. So this is instruction 6, guys. بدي number. I'm not gonna number them. خلاص هلا بنعدهم قدامنا. Jump to 6. So this is my program, guys. I fetch this one. I can make it طبعا I can make it a longer story. I can do another one here and so. بس خلاص دغري خلينا go for this. So I'm doing this program, guys. Here I'm doing here. So fetch, decode, execute, fetch 2, decode 2. I don't know this is what's gonna take or not, so I'm fetching 3. صح ولا لا? Now here, do I decode 3? No. Why? Because I knew that I'm jumping. So what's gonna happen actually is go to a new cycle here and fetch 6. هيدي شو given that jump was taken. I hope you understand this. This is fetch 6. Guys, if this was not taken, then I continue here. Decode 3. while I'm anyways, it's gonna be done. Decode 3, and they can go in parallel. مظبوط. Decode 3. مظبوط. This should go with the execute. Execute 2. Okay, this is the proper thing, and now this I have to move one space, one cycle. Yeah, this is 100% correct. Finally, I was able to do it. While I'm decoding 2 اللي هي jump, I fetch a 3. While I'm executing this, I want to find whether it's jump taken or not taken. I can command do with D3 اللي هي يمين 1 2 3 هاي. But I will not execute it. ما في execute on. If I execute it, then something is wrong, guys. لأنه the program is not executing this. لأنه if jump is taken, then I have to go to 6. ما بعرف شو هي بال6. This is the end of the story, guys. If this jump was not taken, then this will not live. This will not exist. What do I do here, guys? I execute D3, and at the same time, I fetch. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. كمان لا مش 100% correct, guys. منيح I'm doing this. While I'm doing this, guys, I can fetch 4 also. All this can happen. Yes. In parallel. Yes. Now I know the result of E2. If this jump is not taken, guys, I continue. I say here show execute D3, and at the same time fetch F5 and decode fetch F4 and decode F5 and fetch F5. Two scenarios. Look, I'm gonna continue this with scenarios, guys. So هيدا السيناريو هون سيناريو jump not taken. هيدا شو السيناريو؟ One of them can happen, مش both. سيناريو كاتبها هون أنا. سيناريو jump taken. So here we are. If this is to continue, guys, look how it's gonna continue. What's gonna continue is the following. بس هيك ما فيني اكتبها لأنه بدي اكتب هيدي حد هون, guys. بس يلا اكتبها هون. بس this is فيني اكتبهم هون لأنه they are in the same cycle. Yes. Execute 3. You see here, execute 2. The second cycle next to it is execute 3. And while I'm executing 3, what can I do, guys? I can fetch mean, fetch 4, and decode show, guys. Fetch 4. Fetch 4 was happened here. No, present decode. This is decode. This is a شو بيقولوا confusing job. If D4 and here show execute 4 and the same here fetch 5 and execute 4 fetch 5 and switch decode.
While executing E4 we fetch 5?
Yes. Anyways, here it is understood, guys. بس هون تحت هول الاثنين في فتش. مين الفتش هون؟ طول بالك. فتش 4 was done here, so they are actually هن هيك. يعني هن إذا بدهم يكفوا طبيعي guys, they will continue like this. D E4 E4 هون fetch 5 هون fetch 5. This scenario if I continue خلص from here on it continues normal. خلص صرتوا تعرفوا من هون. بس امتى بتوقف guys؟ after executing هاي يعني كل شيء هون هاي رح سويها ما بعرف فيني غير لونه هون bold and this guys is bold and هاي هون decode مين decode 5 decode 5 كل هول اللي هن bold they will not be executed. All what I will do guys is after I execute this F6 for other scenario. This will not happen. This will not happen. So F6 after executing E3 I go to F6 and start fetching. يعني كل هول اللي بالبايبلاين راحوا. هلا ان شاء الله يكون مفهومي بس لاحظ هون هيدي I can rely on this guys. This is going normal. This is going normal. This is going normal. Going normal. Once look at the execute, not at the write back. Listen. This is very important for the coming issue. After execution, I want to write results back. It could be مثلا jump after writing something. So the write stage, guys, can go in parallel with the fetch. They have nothing to do with each other. Fetch and write. After I execute, I know that I'm jumping. So I continue writing, but in parallel, I'll be fetching another instruction, اللي هي instruction 15. End of story. End of story. Okay. Now, normal interrupt of the pipelining. This is perfect interrupt. This is perfect pipelining. Problem with pipelining, we call them hazard, guys. Hazard. Something goes wrong. Something مش wrong. لا. Something other than the normal sequence of execution takes place. أول وحدة هي jump. Normal. هيدي jump, guys. This is jump. Another hazard, مش hazard كمان, another way of calculating how much time we saved. We multiplied here this 9 times 6, if you remember. Each instruction is 6 cycles, and we multiply by 9, and that we said 54. So if a cycle take that much time, we know how much time it took from the CPU. Tamam. Wait a minute. Another problem in calculating this, guys, is that stages don't have or don't take same cycle time. يعني ممكن الرايت ستيتمنت تاخد أكتر من الديكود. Decode is happening when? Decode happening inside the CPU. The write back, you are going back to write to memory and or to register. Writing back will take more time. So we cannot say that this stage will take as much as this stage. So we have to go calculating by stage for accurate numbers. But it's not that difficult. Why? Because from the start we said that this takes X unit, this takes Y unit. Then we say how many X unit we took and how many units of unit 6 we took. We multiply this by this and this by that and calculate the answer. Look, how many 6 we have used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. بتقول لي wait. بس هون كان في fetch instruction. We don't take the smaller one. ما بناخذ هون هيدي السايكل جايز، ما بناخذ هيدي بتاخذ 3 بنحسبها مع suppose fetch takes 3 and write takes 4. ما بنقول هيدي 3 وهيدي 4. No, these are happening in parallel, so it will take the larger of both. يعني هيدي بتكون في شوية waste of time. In general, it's a gain, but it has to take the 4 units for that stage to finish. So fetch here is taking 4, but still we are gaining لأنه they are going parallel. Yeah. Okay. Okay. طيب that's it. شو كنت عم بحكي؟ عم بحكي على if you want to calculate the actual time, then different stages we calculate using different times. This is a 3. فthen fetch will take 3. The the right will take 5. The fetch operand will take 4. Then we take each stage قديش بتاخد and ما بنطلع شو في تحت. No. This stage 4 خلاص it's taking that long, it will take that long. And then نحسب كم مرة استعملناها and then we multiply. في عنا how much time I have? Okay, let me introduce the topic and then maybe we finalize it next time if we are not able to finalize it today. So the jump, we know about the jump. Okay. What do I want to do now? Where? Is this the one? No. Where's my example? Oh, here. Where is my example? No. I prepared an example, guys. Yeah. This is it, guys. So I posted it for you on Moodle. I put a location for you to, a link for you to submit assignment 5. وين تحت هيها assignment 5 and خلاص it's due in 1 week خلاص خلصنا. And here now pipeline. Okay, here. خليني معي هول ما عادش بدي اياهم. So let me show clear drawings. Okay. And let me keep this pencil in case I needed it. Example on data stalls. It's not that jump that's causing the pipeline to not work in a perfect way. Look, pipeline works, but the difference is whether it works in perfect way مثل ما شفنا بالexample, guys. كله 6 stages, no jump, no data stalls, then this is perfect. If jump happens بنخسر شوية وقت لأنه في شي 3-4 stages we have to delete and continue from scratch. كمان there is lots of gain, but at that point we lost something كمان gain. Even with data stalls, but let me explain what data stalls means, guys. Data stalls, this is a program, guys. Load word هلا رح نشوفهم بهيدا شو اسمه بالريسك 5. This is ARM, guys, syntax. This is a register content with an offset. ما بيأثر. Register direct R1 equal to $1. I'm taking register 2 لأنه ما في عنده offset 0. خلاص. I'm taking whatever in that register, I'm storing R1. So I'm saying assume that this means R1 equal R2. هيك. This is different, guys. لو يعني هيوي معناته go to R2 with no offset, take the address, and I'm doing this, guys. Add, I'm interpreting this تعرفوا شو in order to be بس هيدي memory of for accuracy, guys. This is memory of R2. يلا خلاص. بس it does not affect the execution of or the explaining of the pipeline that we are doing. It doesn't affect. مشان هيك أنا أخذت easier version. طيب. How do we interpret this? Add R3, R1, R4. I am saying assume that it means R3 equal R1 plus R4. And subtract R5, R3, R6. Suppose it means R5. This is fine لأنه they look the same. Fine. This is the hazard, guys. This is the stall here. Stall. This is the hazard. This is the problem for this not going, guys. Like, hey, that cannot go like this. Fetch 1. decode 1, execute 1, fetch 2, decode 2, execute 2, fetch 3, decode 3, execute 3. This is the ultimate way. This is the best thing that happens to pipelining. بس it doesn't work. How? مع انه ما فيهم jump. Can anyone tell me why they don't go this way? Why this is wrong for this program? ما في jump. Look, ما في jump. And I don't care whether this takes 2 units or this takes 3 units or 4 units. I'm not into that now. Why this is not the case with this code? And the answer is as follows. R1 needs the result from instruction 1 to work on instruction 2. You cannot use R1 here unless you have already loaded whatever you want to load, whether memory location, direct register, not in direct register. You have to have that value in R1 before you proceed and execute this one. So here, guys, fetch 1, decode 1, execute 1, fetch 2, decode 2, execute 2 here will work fine, because after executing here and decoding this decode, guys, will not work fine with this execute. Because when you are decoding this, my friends, it can happen in the execute, it can happen in the decode, that R1 is not ready. Here, in 3 stages, it's not enough. When we go to 5 stage, this one, look, this now, this one, you might argue, والله بلا شغالي بالمية. But usually we don't go with 3 stages, guys. We go that many stages like the previous one. So if we go with this number of stages for this example, then we are doing now fetch 1, decode 1. While we are decoding 1, we can fetch 2, مظبوط. While we are executing 1, we can decode 2, مظبوط. And we can fetch 3. Correct me if I am wrong, guys. هلا هون بده يصير المشكلة. هون المشكلة هون. At this part. هيدا بده يكفي, and we'll do a memory reference, guys. Here, memory reference. بده يشوف وين بده يكتب. Where is the destination going to? فإذا this is the what? Memory 3. هذا بطلت executing بس memory 3, and now we are writing back 3. Like R3 will not be full until we do the writing.
دكتور بس
Yes.
سؤال
Yes.
ليش R3؟
وين R3 ليش R3؟
ليش R3 هون؟
لأنه R1
أوكي.
will not be ready. I said R3. My mistake. يلا one
حتى
more
you written
time.
it R3.
لا وين؟
لك وين إنه هون R3
هاي؟
وهون
لا هيدي M. wait a minute.
M3 هيك.
هيدي memory, كانت memory, بس أنا بما إنه this is memory 3. ما هي مسمينا memory مش هيك؟ fetch is fetch, D is D, E is E. This is memory 3. يعني memory of 1 كيف memory of 3
ايه يعني
yes
هاي
yes
انا عم
yes yes
بسألك.
memory yeah my mistake memory of 1 ورايت of 1 ليك خبصتها بين الريجستر نمبر والاكسكيوشن جايز لا كلهم هول كلهم belong to instruction 1 فاذا fetch instruction 1 decode instruction 1 memory of instruction 1 write of instruction 1 هلا هون كنت عم ظبطها جايز كنت عم ظبطها هيدي write one what does it mean hey to execute this one what does it mean fill in R1 so now R1 is ready هيها now R1 is ready now R1 is ready do you understand that no matter how much I write something wrong somewhere but now at the end this is the result of executing this instruction the final conclusion is that I'm taking whatever in R2 in register or memory location R2 ما بيأثر معي and I'm storing it to an R1. This will not happen unless this takes place. So no way I could have said here execute 2. No way execute 2 معقول execute 2 and this is not ready. خلاص guys this is the idea. Listen to me carefully. I'm gonna repeat this next time لأنه خلص الوقت بس هلا final words. I cannot do execute 2 R1 is not ready. This is called data stall. The output of one instruction is needed as an input in the second instruction. This cannot happen here. This cannot happen here. So this execute must happen here. Must happen here. Why? Because now R2 is ready. Sorry, R1 is ready. Okay. This I will talk about solution, guys, for this next time, because if you go on the material yourself, you know what's happening here now, because these two are empty. So how do we resolve them in pipelining? Okay, I'm gonna stop now the recording. Time is up. Stop recording. Keep